In a revelation that's bound to send chills down the spines of fans across the NFL, including the ever-vigilant Eagles faithful, Saquon Barkley has hinted at the possibility of a surprise retirement, one that could catch everyone off guard, much like the shocking exit of Hall of Famer Barry Sanders. On an appearance on Chris Long's Green Light podcast, the New York Giants star running back opened up about his future and revealed that, unlike most NFL players, he could decide to walk away from the game without any warning, leaving the league in stunned silence. A sudden decision, coming sooner than expected? When asked whether he would step away from the game while still playing at a high level, Barkley didn't mince words. His response was as candid as it was alarming for anyone who might think the 28-year-old still has years left in his prime. "I'll probably be one of those guys that it'll be out of nowhere," Barkley confessed. "I'll probably just wake up one day, whether it's next year, 2 years, or 4 years, and just be like, yeah, it's over." That statement immediately drew comparisons to Barry Sanders, the electrifying Detroit Lions running back who shocked the sports world by retiring at the peak of his career. Barkley seemed to embrace the idea of leaving the game on his own terms, in a way that leaves the sport, and especially fans, scrambling to make sense of it all. "I've always admired Barry Sanders, one of my favorite players of all time, probably my favorite player ever. So, it'll probably be similar to that," Barkley said, reflecting on how Sanders abruptly retired in 1999 at just 30 years old, coming off yet another Pro Bowl season and still in his prime. "Maybe one day it'll be out of nowhere, I'll be ballin', and then, yeah, just call it quits." It's hard to imagine Barkley, who has had his own share of dominant seasons, suddenly walking away when he's at the top of his game. But the possibility seems to excite him. For Barkley, it seems about more than just football. It's about preserving his passion, his health, and perhaps even his legacy, much like Sanders did. He's made it clear that his decision to leave won't be driven by external pressures, but by his own internal compass, something he feels could happen at any given moment. That power to choose, rather than be forced into retirement by injury or diminishing performance, is something Barkley has clearly internalized. The idea of walking away while still in the limelight, playing at a high level, is a bold choice, and one that few players have had the courage to make. A potentially short window for Barkley's greatness? As it stands, Barkley is 28 years old. That's a prime age for an NFL running back, but in the physically demanding world of the NFL, many feel that Barkley's time at the top might be shorter than most running backs. With his injury history and the constant pounding his body takes, it's entirely possible that his window of greatness could close sooner than expected. Philadelphia Eagles fans, who are no doubt aware of the dynamic impact Barkley can have when healthy, will likely be keeping a watchful eye on every snap he takes, knowing that the Giants star could walk away from the game at any moment. They might not want to hear it, but it's a reality that the NFL is a brutal business. Players aren't guaranteed tomorrow, and sometimes the best way to go out is on your own terms. What's next for Barkley? For now, Barkley's future is still filled with the promise of more electric performances. He's been the focal point of the Giants' offense for years, and his combination of speed, power, and vision continues to make him one of the most dangerous running backs in the league. But the possibility of an early exit looms large. Fans might want to see him stay for another half-decade, but the unpredictability of Barkley's future is something every fan and every team must reckon with. Will Barkley follow in the footsteps of Barry Sanders and retire at the peak of his career, or will we see him power through multiple more seasons, chasing milestones and leaving his mark on NFL history? Whatever happens, it's clear that when Barkley decides it's time to walk away, the decision will be as sudden as it is definitive. And when that moment comes, the football world will be left in awe.